Oh, it is time. It is time to wake up. It is time to climb the mountain. It is perhaps time to adjust my camera because I'm standing now instead of sitting. That looks pretty good. Good morning. Hey, Theo, how you doing? Thanks for dropping by. It's time to play Celeste. I do not have any experience playing this game whatsoever. In fact, I knew at some point I was going to play some Celeste, and so I kind of avoided seeing what Celeste was all about, because I heard it was a pretty special game for a lot of reasons. I heard it was a pretty difficult platformer, and I heard it's definitely one of those games you got to check out. So it almost seemed inevitable that it was going to wind up on my playlist here and that we were going to talk about it for the podcast. Doing great. Good morning and good luck. Thank you very much. That's, I get the impression I might need it. Theo. I don't know if you've played this game, but I've just seen so many people not only play this game, but then talk about like what a special game that it is. And so I avoided, basically everything to do with this game until I knew the time was right that I was going to play it. I had a suspicion that Paul was going to suggest this for me for the podcast, because we usually take turns picking games, and it felt like after No More Heroes, I think Paul was like, this is the time. Speaking of Paul's first, according to the only official metric that we have. Paul, good morning. How you doing? There it is. It's official for everybody to see. Paul Plays Some Games was first. I'm sorry, Fia. I don't know how it happened. We were having a conversation, and yet somehow he got here first. He warped the space-time continuum so that he could be first. Manly Fish, bro, good morning to you as well. How you doing? Good to see y'all this morning. Paul, do you have an elevator pitch for this game? I was telling Theo here as we were getting going this morning that I really don't know what to expect in this game at all. I had a strong suspicion that we were going to play it for the podcast, and so I just kind of avoided all information so that I could go in about as blind as possible. A spider in space. Good morning. Hang on. I gotta figure out how to get a box quote, bot going, because that's perfect. Hang on, that's going into the Discord right now, because that's fantastic. It's like Meat Boy, just without the meat. All right, perfect. I now understand completely. You got a super Meat Boy, you take out a lot of the meat, and then there you go. Hang on. Sorry, now I'm just doing stuff that I should be doing off stream, on stream, because I'm a real professional streamer. Oh, speaking of Discord, we do have a Discord if you want to hang out. Whoops. Vader was supposed to say something, but I think I double tapped it. That's fine. Yeah, I did. I double tapped it. Vader's supposed to say, "We would be honored if you would join us." Okay. Yeah, I'm going to put this in the box quote channel here. It's like Meat Boy without the meat. That's attributed to Paul Plays Some Games. Good job, Paul. Also, out of curiosity, how much do you know about this game at all? Like, have you watched other people play it? I have not watched anybody play this game. I have purposefully avoided watching people play this game. So I know that it's a platformer. I know that you play as a character named Celeste. I know that it's tough. That's pretty much it. To the top of the mountain. Incorrect. Oh, Celeste is the mountain. Okay, so I know less than what I said. You play as a character named Celeste. That's like... I just did the... Awesome. You know nothing. Exactly. It's like I just did the thing that some people do about some of my favorite shows, where it's like, oh, do you watch that Star Trek where they go around on the USS Excelsior, and it's got Captain I don't know what's his name, Captain Falcon? It's just like, oh my god, what are you talking about? So no, I don't know anything. Rabbit, good morning. How you doing? Welcome on in. We're gonna play some Celeste this morning. We've established how little I know about this game. Apparently the main character is not named Celeste. I think if I remember correctly too, No More Heroes. I did struggle with that one. I was considering, Rabbit, playing that boss again on stream. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna play that boss off stream or I haven't had like an evening stream in a while, and what I considered was all those like extra bits of game that sometimes you leave or you put off forever, or just not play it. That's true. That's probably the smarter play, Rabbit, to be honest. I was considering like all the stuff that's like side content or extra content or stuff that you're just putting off. I was considering maybe putting on like a stream that was just like, here's all the stuff that I was like, I'll get to it later, like a procrastinate stream, right? Yeah, that boss was not fun. I have no doubt that eventually I could beat that boss. It just wasn't a good time. And I felt like, well, two things happened. One, I had to get to work. I had a meeting that I had to get to. And then two, it was like I felt the fun draining out of my body, and like I don't enjoy playing a game when I'm not having fun, because I feel like that comes through, right? I feel like the stream is the most enjoyable when the streamer is either really enjoying the game or even really hating the game for content. But I was sort of in that weird zone where it's just like, this is just not fun. So maybe I'll try to make it fun and stream it, or maybe I'll just hate play it off stream. I'm a big fan of quitting games, especially the final boss. See? Strats, Theo, strats. Oh, goodness. Well, it's good to see everybody in this morning. It's good to see so many friendos this early. Thanks for dropping by. Should we video game? Should we try to play some Celeste, which is not the name of the main character of this video game? Oh, hang on. Before we do that, though, I've got one thing. It's like the end of Fez. You're reminding me I need to get to the end of Fez. Hang on. I've got something that's going to pump us up this morning. 1 second. I'm going to go to chat because I don't know. Oh, just 1 second here. I don't think I'll get copyright struck for this. I don't think. We'll find out. I don't know if you've ever... So, I'm a big Star Trek fan. A really, really big Star Trek fan. And Star Trek V is largely considered the worst movie in the franchise. Hang on, let me move this here. But Star Trek V does feature a scene where Captain Kirk climbs a mountain. And since we're about to climb a mountain, this feels only appropriate that we start the stream with this, just to get ourselves pumped up. We gotta be Kirk in this situation, okay? This is the motivation that we need to climb the mountain, to realize our goals.
Captain Kirk is climbing a mountain. Why is he climbing a mountain? Captain Kirk is climbing a mountain. Why is he climbing a mountain?
I don't know.
Captain Kirk is climbing a mountain. Why is he climbing a mountain?
We're gonna find out.
Captain Kirk is climbing a mountain. Why is he climbing a mountain? To hug the mountain. To envelop that mountain with hug the mountain. To envelop that mountain with hug the mountain.
Okay, you got it.
That mountain.
That mountain. That mountain.
He wants to make love to the mountain.
He wants to what?
Tough young guys, sinewy bodies, and fingers and teeny toes. Challenge the rock.
I see, yes, okay.
Death. Why do I climb the mountain? Because I'm in love.
Because he's in love. I was going to say because it's there, but because he's in love. Okay, all right. Okay.
There is a passionate affair going on between Kirk and the mountain.
Between Kirk and the mountain. This is the mindset.
Kirk is on the mountain.
Kirk is on the mountain.
Now, in order to create that illusion, sucking some of the most sensational men who not only climb,
What?
but are voracious, fleeting, and elusive, and peripheral. And that's putting me on the mountain. Captain Kirk is climbing a mountain.
Why is he climbing a mountain?
Captain Kirk is climbing a mountain. Why is he climbing a mountain? Captain Kirk is climbing a mountain. Why is he climbing a mountain? Captain Kirk is climbing a mountain. Hold it, please. Hug the mountain. Envelop that mountain with hug the mountain. To envelop that mountain with hug the mountain. That mountain. He wants to make love to the mountain.
I mean, I get it. Sure.
And the climb is going where no man has gone before.
Ah, see? There it is.
Where no man has gone before.
So there we go. Our final frontier.
Challenge the rock. Challenging death. Why do I climb the mountain? Because I'm in love.
Because he's in love. All right, there we go. So this morning, we're going to climb a mountain. There we go. The mountain is Celeste, not the character. All right, here we go. Let's play some Not Nobody Saves the World. Kavy, good morning. Welcome to you. Okay, here we go. Celeste time. Starting with some Nat sound. Good morning, Kavy. How you doing this morning? We got a lot of friendos this morning. Thanks for dropping by, y'all. Very atmospheric start. Here's a question. Do I start with D-pad or stick? I feel like with platforming, it's almost always you got to do the D-pad. But we'll find out, I guess. Okay, we need to adjust our screen. Maximum screen size. You tend to go back and forth, actually. That is not the answer I expected. Okay. Should we... So, canonically, Madeline is the name of the character. I don't want to... I feel like I need to continue as Madeline, right? I shouldn't rename. First, assist mode? Wait, is there... The game will... Okay, we're going to just leave that off. I do, as a default, like to leave things pretty much... Yeah, it doesn't... It feels like this is a journey about this character. Do not turn on assist mode. Okay, do not. Diagonal jumps. Okay, okay. Yeah, that might be a stick type of situation then. This is it, Madeline. Just breathe. Do, 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 do. Why are you so nervous? And we're gaming. Whoa! Okay, so I'm assuming that means we cannot go back, right? Yeah. Our jump distance appears to prove that we cannot go back. For now... Okay, hold left trigger to climb. Oh, wait. So can we just climb back out? I mean, not that we want to. I'm just saying I want to know that I can. Oh. Okay. So we're not as trapped as I feared we would be. Okay. How's everybody doing this morning, by the way? Lots of friendos in this morning. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Excuse me, ma'am. Quit climbing the mountain on the second screen. Wait, what? Oh, I have chat over here and I have game over here. Is that what you're talking about? So I'm looking here. Am I not? I do have my camera on my second screen. Is that a request to move it back? I did have my camera head on for a while, and I always felt like I always felt like when I was playing a game, I was just staring into everybody's soul. So I moved it to the second screen so it was a little more casual. Oh, I meant because you went back to the first screen. Got it. Yeah. No, the mountain is the other way. I have to go forward. The sign out front is busted. Is this the mountain trail? You're almost there. It's just across the bridge. Hey, thanks for the follow. I'm going to say, Zhao Yao Renjin? Did I get anywhere close? Did I get that right? Please feel free to correct me. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. By the way, you should call someone about your driveway. The ridge collapsed and I nearly died. You know, casually. If my driveway almost did you in, the mountain might be a bit much for you. I remember old man voice. Well, if an old bat like you can survive out here, I think I'll be fine. Suit yourself. But you should know Celeste Mountain is a strange place. You might see things. Things you ain't ready to see. You should seek help, lady. I think the music for this is fantastic. I do, as somebody who's a bit... Oh, okay, now we can't go back. Now there's no going back. Okay, oh god! I looked at the wrong screen. Oh boy. This game is 100% rewards expedition? Rewards exploration, got it. Oh boy. Oh boy, okay. All right, so there's the diagonal that Rabbit was talking about. Okay. You can do this. Can I though? Can I? Oh, suddenly Super Mario 3? Maybe Super Mario World? We've got, okay. How about that? All right, the Forsaken City. I was not expecting an overworld. Select save and quit from the pause menu at any time to take a break. I love it when games are like, you know what? You might actually need to take a break here. Okay, so that dash already came in handy. I gotta remember that I can climb and dash. Climb and dash are pretty much the only things I can do right now. Okay, so how exactly am I gonna get through this? Like that. First try, baby! We can also wall jump, and the game did not tell me that, but we can wall jump. First try. You collect strawberries by touching the ground? Okay, how's that work? Oh, good. Well, oh, after, so you grab them and then you touch the ground. I see. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, that's not good. I'm missing a crucial piece of something here, I think. So I think I have to wall jump back up to the corner over here? Yeah, there we go, okay. There we go. I was trying to just jump straight over it. Now here's a question. Can I fall, then dash? I think what I need to do here is I need to fall down, I need to wall jump, then dash up, then wall jump. Maybe? So I just... Okay, well I did it anyway. That was a little opposite of what I said I would do, but it worked, so first try. Let's go. They follow you until you're back on solid ground. Okay, that actually makes sense. Just got killed. Okay, I see the Meat Boy comparisons here, by the way. Okay. There's no reason to go to the other side. I don't see a strawberry or anything over there. So, okay, let's just do the same death again. No big deal. Did the game not give you a wall climb button yet? GG, first try. I do have a wall climb, yes. The thing that the game has told me is that I can do this move, I can dash. Wait a minute, why did that go away? BRB, no problem, Theo. Why did that go away? Okay, well, we're gaming. Here we go. So some strawberries just you have like a timer to get or something, I guess. A button over here that we gotta press. Oh, duh, that's a trampoline. A trampoline. Trampoline. Oh, there's also a strawberry here. Okay. Oh no, I didn't actually want to go to the next screen. Well, is there a way to go back if you accidentally advance the screen? Sure. As long as it's not like, as long as it's not too spoilerific. Hey Zhao, how you doing? Can I call you Zhao? First time chat. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Oh god. We got the thing and then we didn't. Oh god. Okay. So I think what we do is we drop down, we hug the left wall, we save the dash. Maybe? Yeah, let's try that. Oh, the dash triggers the wings and it goes away. Okay, that makes much more sense now. Oh, and then I just dashed again, so you can collect that gem, but only if you don't use the dash afterwards. Tricky. Oh, no, it's touching the ground. So this is the opposite of a strawberry? If I stay off of the ground, I can keep this? Oh, shoot. Okay, well, the spikes is not the way to keep it, I guess. Yeah. For now, I'm gonna keep going, I think. There's always more challenges to get, right? I don't know how I counted as touching the ground there, but okay. Can you, I guess if you reach that, so how do you keep that gem? I have so many questions. There, okay. I should not be doing that. No, you're overthinking it, it's a dash refill. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm like, this is a shiny thing that I keep, right? Can I drop through platforms by down A? No. Okay. Can I dash straight up? Yeah, I can. Oh, except I can't do that without the refill. Okay, dash management. So you can dash twice if you get it. Okay, I see. There we go. That's why that's there. Okay. Okay. Thanks, guys. That is actually turbo helpful because I just been like the whole time like, is this treasure? I was only half paying attention and yet somehow I still got through that section. Yeah, this soundtrack is fantastic. It's not just a watch, it's a symbol. What does that mean? What does that mean? That feels, I mean, there are stoplights here. There's propaganda here. Like, what is happening on this mountain? What was Captain Kirk doing on this mountain? Why was he climbing the mountain? Okay, I like the fact that that one does not... Uh-oh, that was a spike. That one didn't drop down until I got all the way to the top of it, which was nice. Okay, well, doing the same thing is not gonna get me there. Oh, allows you to climb it. I have already forgotten the climb. It's the climb! Thank you, Rabbit. I want to say that I probably would have gotten that, but I wouldn't have. I would have sat there for a while like, what am I doing? Why doesn't this game work? Okay, I don't have a dash. And I think in order to refill... Oh, okay. In order to refill the dash... That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to grab, but that's okay. That's not also what I wanted to do. I wanted to grab. Remember, grab. Jump quicker. Okay, got it. Here we go. Things are happening. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do is this. And I still don't have a dash. I could really use a dash refill right there. Okay. What am I going to do here? You know what? I think I'm doing it the wrong way. There we go. I'm doing this. And then we're doing this. That's what we do. And then we're doing this. And we're going to see what's up here. Are there... Oh, these are just... Are these straight up branching paths? Can I go any direction? Because I definitely could have gone to the other screen. And I just didn't. Cool. Okay, that does trigger if I hold on. Was I fatigued there? If you hang on too long, do you just suffer from fatigue? I didn't have a dash again. Okay, so we gotta do the, okay, yeah. Okay, so if you just keep hanging on. Okay, good to know. Okay, I don't know what these strawberries do, but we got 3 of them. Let's go. Okay. That was me just like, oh, strawberries show that you're a gamer. I see. I gotta have those then. I gotta have them. This reminds me a lot of, what was the optional side thing that you could get in, the Messenger? Strawberries are God gamer points. We gotta catch them all. I have to... How else will I flex on random people? From all corners of the internet. If I don't have God gamer points. I feel like what we do is we go over. Not that way. So we ride this thing over. We go up. Then we come back down for the strawberry. Oh, shoot. But we gotta find a way to get back up. I think I have to save the dash. I think I'm gonna get completely sidetracked in getting these strawberries. I'm a little worried about the strawberry factor in this game, to be honest. Because... Okay, hang on. He's beginning to believe. I think I'm working it. Oh, no, I gotta do that too. Oh boy, I keep forgetting about stamina. I hang there for a while to like plan my attack and then I forget. Stamina is not, you know, a resource that you have forever. Okay. How many tries should I allow myself on a strawberry before I just move on for the sake of progression? For what it's worth, you'll be playing these levels again to get lots of things. Okay. That's kind of what I wondered. But we did it. I don't need another try. I just need to be right here, right now, watching the world wake up from history. How? This is the George Lucas. How? It's Burnsy's good at video games. Thank you, Rabbit. I appreciate that very much. Do we get launched? Yeah, we get launched. Look at that. Of course we get launched. Physics. This whole game is basically just the feeling that you had to get that strawberry. Okay, that's going in there too. Oh no, Discord is on the other screen. Paul, if you happen to be able to navigate to the box quote section, feel free to put that in there. I would have to swap monitor stuff around and, oh God! Oh! I thought I was gonna catch that ledge. There we go. Alright. Okay, this is the one that goes away when we dash, right? So we've got to figure out how to do this without a dash. Oh God! Just like that. We can dash after we pick it up. Strats. I assume down is death, and there's no way to go here, so this was just for the strawberry. Okay, we can climb up. I'm figuring out what the platforming in this game is amazing. I now see why everyone loves it. Why didn't I play this game before? You just, oh, the strawberries are too hard to collect. You just gave up collecting them at last. It's, they're definitely, I like the fact that you don't have to have them. I like the fact that they're there as like optional content. Oh boy. Okay, we gotta just rest here for a minute. Oh boy. We're gonna get as many of them as we possibly can. Especially for like just kind of a blind little playthrough here. I think we're just, I don't feel like I want to get stuck in like a full-on 2-hour marathon of trying to get, you know, just one last strawberry. But that said, that feels like perfect. Well, maybe that's content though. Maybe that's just what people want to see. Also, welcome on in. It's good to talk to you. Good to meet you for the first time. My name's It's Burnsy. I play a random variety of games, most of which I podcast about with my good friend Paul. Paul plays some games, who's here in chat. I think that's the perfect, like, I love challenges exactly like that, Rabbit, which are just like reasons to pick the game back up, you know? Whoa, okay. Alright. We done did it. This block will fall if we hang on to it, which might help us do other stuff, and the same with this one. Oh, that made things worse. Hold on, that blocked my path, didn't it? Well, I didn't completely block my path, but it definitely made it harder. Okay. Oh, wait, no, that's necessary. Okay. Oh, God. I keep forgetting that you dash recharges when your feet are on the ground, not when you're hugging a wall, Strimmer. That brings up another good point. What are some of the best optional challenges in video games? Because I have a feeling that the strawberries here are going to be some of them. Alright, I gotta figure out what okay, what I need to do is I need to go up, I need to save my dash, I need to fall straight down, and then I need to hug that glacier, then have a dash. Dash management is the name of the game, he says as he dies from a poorly executed jump. Trying to think, what are some of the games that I went back for? Messenger had some good ones. Actually, Psychonauts 2, going back for the collectibles in that game, I've done quite a bit of that. Which, speaking of which, if anybody here played Psychonauts 2 and then got slightly frustrated with trying to find the collectibles, they post-launch released a device that you can use to detect like lost figments and lost collectibles. So if you go back to Psychonauts 2 now, you can buy a device from somebody at Psychonauts HQ that will help you find those. Because in some of the levels, there are like 200 plus figments, and they're really, really, really hard to find. Oh, Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot's a series that I need to get more into. I definitely played like this much Crash Bandicoot. Okay, here's the question. Is Crash Bandicoot maybe coming to Game Pass now? Because isn't Crash an Activision title? Wouldn't that be weird to have Crash like on the Xbox as part of Game Pass? That'd be so weird. Both of those are good calls, 100% of both of those games. Did you go back and 100% Psychonauts 2? Oh, here we go. Whoa. But it's probably happening. Yes. Celeste Mountain. This memorial dedicated to those who perished on the climb. Hug the mountain. Okay. I like that subtle little, like, what you're about to do is very dangerous. You know, all these people died climbing the mountain. Good luck. Ugh, I'm exhausted. Ah, a little campfire. Very nice. Madeline's just gonna chill here for a little bit, no big deal. Oh, it's our friendly Borb. Hello, Borb. This might have been a mistake. This game is gorgeous. Like the, hey, achievement unlocked. Here we go. Complete chapter 1. We did it. There we go. Also, I got another achievement. What is about to pop up? Let's see. Hang on, what else did we get? I gotta know what I got. Oh, no, just one. It sounded like 2. Okay, anyway. Always check your achievements. You always have to check your achievements. 7 out of 20? I thought we were doing, what, 20? Thanks, KV. KV, how you doing this morning? It's good to see you, man. I saw you popped in earlier. Hopefully things are well. All right, that was a pretty... Okay, so we can go back at any time. Yeah, I was just like... There are also other things you missed. All right. Urge to go back, rising, but we must go forward. The name of this game is going forward. We can't go back. Yeah, move on for now unless you want to give that first one a go. No, we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna go into this as if, you know, I know nothing. I want the game to teach me, and then occasionally when I screw things up enough, you guys can also teach me. Okay, he's in the kitchen this morning. What are you whipping up this morning? I won't keep you because you got serious business. The strawberries will impress your friends, but that's about it. Only collect them if you really want to. Are there porta potties at each save point? Hey, Jade Fox, how you doing? No, so automatically I feel like I have to deduct at least 2 points on a 10-point score because the save points are not porta potties. This game is wonderful so far, but there are no save points on the porta potties, so I have to deduct at least 2, maybe 2.5. Oh, I have control. Oh, this is... Everything is backwards. What is happening?
Guys, what's happening? I'm in the Phantom Zone!
This is spoopy. If I were Madeline, I would be getting the heck out of here. Well, what am I saying? I am Madeline. It's video games. Jalapeno cheddar bread. Also, I am honored to be on the iPad. Yo, it's me, it's Burnsy, live on KV's iPad. Through the power of the internet. This is gorgeous. Whoever, like, is this, how many people made this game? Is this like a very small team type deal? Like the art design and like the way that it looks and stuff, just incredible. Also, there's light down here. I'm gonna operate on the theory that if there's light down here, maybe there's something to get here. Otherwise, this is a terrible choice, and we might pay for it, but you know what? Whatever, here we go. There's more. I knew it. There had to be. Light shows the way, it always does. That's how you know this game was made by somebody who really knows game design. In the words of Todd Howard, it just works. Strawberry. Pudini, how you doing? Good morning. Welcome on in. Man, we got a great crew here this morning. This is fantastic. Pudini, welcome on in. Yeah, the jalapeno smells so good. Oh my god. Oh, that KV, that you've kind of inspired me because that jalapeno cheddar bread sounds like it is 100%, 110% legit. Can I get the little doodads in here? Are these little ghost strawberries? Lena Raine did the soundtrack. I'm gonna have to look that up after this. Paul, do you collect vinyl? I know you've got some vinyl. Do you have a decent amount of like video game soundtracks? I don't really collect vinyl, I'll be honest. But I have considered starting a vinyl collection of video game soundtracks because like Outer Wilds is one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. This soundtrack so far is impressing the heck out of me. Like there are just so many good video game soundtracks that I would love to have on vinyl. Yes, and yes, I have this on vinyl. I knew it. I knew it. Well, I didn't know it, but I had a suspicion. Okay, jump still recharges if we're here. How do we get this little imprisoned strawberry? Pudini, you're making jalapeno cheddar cornbread this weekend. Spider has Outer Wilds, very nice. Hang on to that, protect it in the move. Protect it with your life, Spider. Speaking of which, I still have not played the Outer Wilds DLC yet. Oh, we're back where we started. I made a loop. So there's got to be something that you can do to get rid of this, I guess. Oh yeah, we're making gains, Fio. We're making gains. Yeah, everybody wish Spider good luck. Spider's got a big move this week. Everybody keep thinking about Spider. Moving is stressful. This is one of the most ambient, chill soundtracks in recent memory. Only Undertale and the sequel, Deltarune. I can never remember, are up there with it. This does feel like this is a good... Like, if I had this soundtrack on while I was doing, like, some deep focus, like, work stuff, I would be unstoppable. Just got to get the big stuff after the snowstorm. Is it starting to fall down, Spider? Is the snowstorm here? Yeah, moving is almost... I think the thing about moving is that it almost always sucks, but hopefully it leads to something better, you know, right? And I know, Spider, in your situation, you're really looking forward to... What is this? What is happening? Nice usage of the support gang emote, KV, very nice. 2 stages is rough. When I moved the last time, Rabbit, I had... we moved like 3 months ago, and we had to move literally the same day. Our house, like, and the new house that we had and the house we sold, we switched possession, like, the exact same day. So we had to, like, basically have all of our possessions on a giant truck and then store it that night, and then that morning just like, and we're out. That was a little stressful. Pretty stressed out. I would be too. I mean, I just don't like moving. But the good news is, just imagine yourself in your new space, unboxing probably your consoles first, because that's what I would do. And then getting your TV hooked up, playing some Mortal Kombat, taking the stress off. Also, I guess you probably should unpack more stuff, but, you know, unpack your games first. What? Oh, cool. Look at this. So this is eye on the prize situation. This is telling me I need to get through here. So is that a mirror? It's a good opportunity for cord management, is true. I started cord managing. I'm looking over here now at my big pile of cords. I didn't see that one through. If Altorn was here and I showed him what my cord situation looked like, I'm pretty sure he would just drive over to my house and start cord managing. Cord management equals putting all cords in a box marked cords. Yes. Yes, Smurf, exactly. Cord management, never heard of it. What is this? This one we had to leave our apartment 2 weeks before we could move into the new one. So all the big stuff went to my dad's house. The boxes went to storage. 2 weeks later, we basically had a second move. Oof. Rabbit. That's rough. Hey! We did it. We did it. Yeah, I feel like the moves where you've got to do like special management and stuff like that are always the most stressful ones. Okay, I didn't quite make it there. Okay. I'm missing some. I gotta go higher. That's what I gotta do. I gotta go higher. We gotta start this higher. Oh God. Oh my God. Not that high. Oh, we did it. Oh my God, we did it. God Gamer alert. Oh, I don't even know how I did that. What? What? That should have taken me more tries. I feel this game does a very good job of making you feel like you're good at video games when you get it right. I imagine later the flip side of that coin is you will feel like you're very bad at video games in some points. Okay, we did it. We got to the mirror. First try. Shadow Link. I mean, Shadow Madeline. What? Why are you in the mirror? That's super spooky. No! Nani? Okay, this feels like progress, but also not progress. What is... What? What? Okay, I'm just gonna do this for like an hour. I hope you guys are... We got the sauce move. Yeah, this... Let's turn that up a little bit, shall we? I don't want to progress. I just want to listen to the song. I've already met... I don't know, Rabbit, I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer. This... Oh my God, I kind of need this soundtrack now. I can't wait to have that conversation with my wife, which is like, guess what I'm collecting now? Oh my God. I'm gonna collect vinyl. Thank you, Rabbit. Thank you. This game is making me feel like I'm good at video games. Okay. All right. So you get extra speed, but then if you plow into a wall, you're just donezo. Okay, I got it. I got it. Woo! Okay, now how do we get this strawberry? How do we get this strawberry? Listen, progress and whatever and whatnot. How do we get the strawberry? Okay. That feels like a diagonal move. That feels like a jump to this, diagonal down. I don't know if we're going for 100%. Yeah, obviously. Paul's just like immediately like, duh. We're going for 100% strawberry, of course. That was not a diagonal streamer. Oh God, we almost got it though. I think. Okay, this is the way. I think this is the way. Nope, not the way. Maybe. Oh God! And ouch! We freaking did it! We did it! I saw it in my mind, and then I made it a reality. Did you see that? Do you believe? I think on the list I sent Burns, but I did 100% strawberries in there, but optional. That feels like I would flex that 100%, Paul. I would introduce myself to people by saying like, you know, I 100%ed this. Oh. I think I get it. Nope, we can't touch the ground. Okay. What is this challenge now? Okay, we do this. We do this. Crap. Okay, so I think we gotta go in a counterclockwise. I just gotta figure out what this is. We go in a counterclockwise pattern, I think. That's not the way. Okay, we need to get on top of this thing. We need more height. Crap. That's not the way either. Oh, we recharge every time we... Yes! It was a little clumsy, but we did it. It's a strawberry. It's pieces of a strawberry. They hide strawberries in pieces in the thing. You know what, Pudini? I actually have not watched it yet. And I really want to. There's no reason why I haven't watched Book of Boba Fett yet. It hasn't made it into my watch list. Hell yeah, they do. Incredible. I feel like I just won the video game, and that's like one part of level 2. That's insane. Okay. Well, we're not going this way. Can we go up? Oh, I bet there's another one of the Mysterio blocks this way. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Oh. Wait a minute. Something tells me we can't quite go that way. I really want to go that way, but something tells me we can't quite go that way. God, that's just fun. I did not have this game. I don't know if this game was ever on Game Pass. I think it was like $20 on Xbox. And it was also one of the... Oh, God, there's the wall. Hello. It was also one of those titles where it's like if you buy this on the, the Microsoft Store or whatever, you can play it on your computer or on your Xbox. And I was like, done. Shoot. I don't think I've ever purchased a game so fast. Paul was like, we're playing this for the podcast. I was like, hell yeah, we are. I need that dash. All right. At first, I thought this strawberry was going to be much easier to get. They call that hubris. That's not the way. Is that a diagonal dash situation? I feel like that's a diagonal dash. Nope. Well, maybe. Strawberry, give me your secrets. Give me your secrets, Strawberry. Oh, hey, whoa. Oh no. Okay, we were there though. That was a way. It's probably not the way, but it was a way. Son of a. Okay, I think the key is you got to enter on the right vector, Victor. I gotta quit doing that. The diagonal's literally getting me killed. There we go. Video games. I probably should have died there, to be honest. I was pretty convinced I was gonna hit that corner and die, but we did it. It was a little messy, but we got there. Okay, so what do we do here, though? Oh, this is a diagonal type situation, 100%. There we go. There we go. I just wasn't thinking with... What do we call this stuff? The stuff that is the star shine, star bright. What is this stuff? The universe sauce. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. You gotta jump in and out of the universe sauce. That's just the way that it works. Can we... Yeah, we can do that. Okay, perfect. I might have just... Did I skip a part of the puzzle? Space Jello. It's Jello.
In space.
Like, I would have been fine there. I just needed more universe sauce. Madeline, darling, slow down. It's evil me. Who said that? Oh, I'm simply a concerned observer.
Simply a concerned observer.
Are you me? I'm part of you. Why would part of me look so creepy? This is just what I look like, okay? Deal with it. Sorry, I didn't mean... Forget about it. I can't tell you what a relief it is to finally get out of your head. But look, I'm worried about us. We need a hobby, but this... I know it sounds crazy, but I need to climb this mountain. You are many things, darling, but you are not a mountain climber. Who says I can't be? I know it's not your strong suit, but be reasonable for once. You have no idea what you're getting into. You can't handle this. That is exactly why I need to do this. Are you the weak part of me or the lazy part? Ooh, sick burn? I'm the pragmatic part. This is actually what happens inside my head when I'm debating on whether or not to start a project. I'm like, listen, are you the lazy part or are you the... And it's like, I'm the pragmatic part. You don't have to do that now. You could play video games now. And I'm like, you're right, I could. I'm trying to be diplomatic here. Let's go home together. No, there's universe sauce right over there. Oh God, why are you chasing me? Oh God. How, okay. Can we get the strawberry while on the run? Nope. Okay, we did get strawberry though. That was what the speedrunning folks call an intentional death. That next strawberry though, we're gonna come back for that one. So I have no idea how to get it. What's that? What's that? I gotta. Oh God, she got me. Burns. I should climb a mountain. Other Burns. Just play video games. Burns. Okay. ¿Por qué no los dos? Why not both, eh? Ugh, okay. Universe sauce, please. Oh my God. It is very bold of them to introduce a new mechanic while I'm on the run for my damn life. Oh God. We missed that one. Hello? Oh, that's the way out. Okay, that's the way out. Okay. Stop and think about this. That's why pause buttons exist. We go up, we grab this coin. We go up through the universe sauce. We grab the other coin. We drop down. We come all the way over to the right. We drop down on the right. Then we go get the third coin. Then we come back up through the universe sauce again. And then we dash left because we get a dash recharge through the universe sauce. Right? Right? Okay, let's try that. Make a plan. I already screwed up my plan. Then myself got me. The difficulty here, curve here is pretty drastic, seeing it from the outside. You got this. Thank you, Fio. Have you played this before? Hey! I'm platforming here. Can I wrestle with my inner demons later? I'm trying to platform. Oh no, we got blocked. Okay, we did it. Oh my God, we almost got killed. Ah, no! The block was killing me. Oh, we had it. I don't know if I'm gonna get all the strawberries. Paul has bravely committed to me getting all the strawberries. I don't know if I'm going to. I mean, eventually I'd like to. I don't know if I'm gonna do that all on stream though. This feels, actually, you know what it is? This feels like a really good game to come back to on a random day and just do more strawberry runs. So maybe that's what I would do. I don't think I'm gonna play through all the strawberries like straight through. Because knowing me, I would get stuck on like one specific strawberry and then we would just be streaming Celeste until the end of time. Which, you know, maybe we're just a Celeste stream now, I guess. I believe you can jump up climbing the wall, but you don't need to wall jump away from it. Okay. Let's do this. I jumped too early again. Then I landed on the spikes. You know what it is? If this was just platforming, I wouldn't be so worried about it, but it's the, it's this boss chasing me around that, like, it's the perfect amount of stress to throw you off your game. Like, I'm just like, oh my god, evil me is gonna get me. That's also a little bit more tight of a jump than I expect it to be, always. It's interesting that your ghost you can kind of manipulate. Your ghost or your evil you or whatever, because your ghost definitely like follows a path. Now this is getting out of hand. Now there's 3 of them. Thank you, Theo. I was not expecting 3. Oh god, we're going for the strawberry. We're getting it. We're doing it. Oh no! Yeah, she'll always follow the same path you did. Yep. So I gotta remember to climb and then drop down this direction. Okay. Oh shoot, I should've, I panicked there because I saw the spikes. I forget that you can go straight through the spikes. I was like, oh my god, spikes! Now how would we get that strawberry? How in the hell do we get that one? That strawberry, it gone. Did we just trap 2 of them in the Phantom Zone? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That was pretty cool. Okay, we gotta drop down faster, though. There we go. Okay, we were just not quite quick enough. Oh my god, how many? Jesus. Oh, okay. Oh, those are spikes. Spikes are, the opposite of life. Okay. Okay, we're gonna forsake that strawberry for now. Oh, okay, I wasn't high enough. Dang it. This screen is gonna be something else. Okay, pause. I am speed. I am platforming. I can envelop the mountain. That mountain. Hey, let's be careful here, alright? I gotta hit that faster. I almost like have to spam that dash, maybe? The first time I only got the first dash. The second time I got 2 of the dashes. This time we're getting all of them, baby. Okay, don't spam them that much though. Okay, maybe not quite that much spam. That was too much spamming. All right, now you know we're learning things. What I appreciate about this is when this game kicks in, it's like pure id at this point, right? Where it's just like, okay, do it, execute. Like there are a couple of screens that I got in the end of the first level and beginning of the second level where I don't even think I was actually thinking about what I was doing. I was just reacting. That can sometimes pay off or sometimes just be massively problematic. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Damn it. Okay, the timing on that is still killing me though. You know what I also should do? I'm doing a straight dash and a straight dash. I should do a straight dash and a diagonal dash. I don't even know why that didn't occur to me. Apparently I'm going back to Hollow Knight soon? Oh, really, Spider? Why is? Everybody's playing Hollow Knight now. I don't know if you saw Savco's been playing a lot of Hollow Knight. Who else did I see the other day was streaming some Hollow Knight? Lots of cool folks are playing it. That is a game that I did not finish. And I don't have a good reason why I didn't finish it, I just didn't finish it. Oh, it was requested from some friends. You gotta do it. There we go. First try. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, that's cool. Are you gonna stream it, Spider? Are you gonna play it on stream? I'd watch the hell out of that. Hey! First try! Can you believe it? Can you believe? I mean, a lot of people talk about how hard that section is. Hang on. This feels like we should go up here, I think. Oh boy! No, we were so close! Why you do this to me, video games? Oh, I needed that dash. Okay. We had it, and then... Oh, remember. Remember, you have to dash into it. Well, Spider, I'm excited for that. That'll be cool. Hey, remember when I said I need to keep my dash, and then I was like, you know what would be cool? Not to keep your dash. What did I do the first time? Why was this so easy? There we go. Alright, perfect. First try, again. Can you believe it? Amazing. I'm sure we missed, like, so many strawberries at this point. It'll be nice to also have the first stream under your belt at the new place, Spider. Get yourself a little area set up. Get yourself a little cozy stream den. What is this? Is this the Apple Store? There's a little eye above it. Hello? Hello, it me. It me, Madeline. Who dis? Hello? Madeline? Are you calling from a payphone? Do those even exist anymore? Yeah. No, wait. You called me. What are you talking about? It doesn't matter. I'm in trouble. I'm being chased by someone. I don't really understand what's going on, but I know I'm in danger. I can feel it. Madeline, you only call me when you're panicking in the middle of the night. You don't have to make up some ridiculous story to get my attention. Excuse me, gaslighting? Much? Hello? Like fun is this person your friend? I'm just saying. I'm not making it up. You always do this. Shh, it's all right. Calm down. Oh yeah, when has that ever worked? When if you're upset about something and somebody says, shh, it's okay. Just calm down. Does that not have the opposite of the intended effect? Like, isn't that always like,
I'll show you calm down.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. Talk to me. Oh yeah, now you want me to talk. I'm climbing Celeste Mountain. I found this old mirror and it's shattered, but part of me escaped and... I'm dreaming, aren't I? Madeline, of course you're dreaming. Of course you are. I haven't spoken to you in months. Why would I start now? Why am I even climbing this stupid mountain? Ah! I'm wondering the same thing. It's time to give up and go home. Oh my god. What the hell? Battlein is such a badass. Battlein, what a name. Was it? What? Never in the history of calming down has that worked. Never. Right. Manly Fish Pro. Uh-huh. Never once. Oh, and this music again too, right? So we had this intense dream sequence and now... Well, look at this. This is so nice. This is just like okay, everything's maybe okay. So now here's the question. Do we have the boost sauce in the non-dream sequence? Okay, maybe just this direction? Okay, hang on. There's a way to get up here. There we go. I was overthinking it, because of course I was. Well, hello there, traveler. Ah, I was close. Ho there, fellow explorer. Oh. Hi. Did you also trek up here to scope out these old ruins? No. I'm headed for the summit. Whoa, that's crazy. I'm Theo, by the way, an adventurer from a far-off land. Okay. Not much of a talker, are you? Mysterious lone wolf type, I get it. I'll just imagine some dark backstory for you. Hey Theo, sorry about earlier. I'm Madeline. I've got a lot on my mind. Well, this is a good place for it. Something about these ruins feels so introspective. It's really making me take a look in the mirror, so to speak. Yeah, I get that. So what far-off land do you hail from? Well, my inquisitive compatriot, I doth hail from the mystical, enigmatic kingdom of Seattle. Ah, yes. Tell me of your homeland, Seattle. What is it like? Tell me of the Bill Gates and the Microsoft. It sounds like a special place. Do we keep talking to this person? I feel like every time there's a dialogue prompt, I kind of have, like, this is why it takes me 900 hours to beat, like, a JRPG. Just anytime I see somebody who's like, we can talk to him, let's talk to him, we should talk to him. Let's talk to him. All right, let's talk to him some more. Climbing here was tough, but totally up. Just look at these ruins. I took so many great pics, you want to see? Oh, sure. Show me your slideshow. This is that conversation at work that you get roped into where it's like, I took a bunch of pictures on my vacation, you want to see? And they hold up their phone. Theo, these are great. Maybe I'll finally hit 1,000 followers with these. He's got his metrics. Yo, these pictures doing numbers. We need to formally commemorate this occasion. Take a selfie with me. I don't know if that's such a good idea right now. Come on, it's easy, like this. Yeah, I would also be reluctant. Look at this. Look at the look on Madeline's face. She's like, not so certain about this. There is yet more dialogue. We're going to exhaust this dialogue. Sorry about that. Don't worry, I won't post that one. No, it's all right. You can post it. I'm just not photogenic. Madeline, don't be so hard on yourself. No one looks good without a filter. That's a problem too there, though. Problematic. Everybody should feel comfortable with how they look without a filter. If I can go through life looking like this, then everybody should be comfortable with no filter. If I can go through life with this ridiculous face of mine, everybody should feel completely comfortable with what they're doing. Do the path of pain. The path of pain, Spider. Oh, there's the filter. Look at this nice little filter they got going. Casual yet refined. Spider asking the real, or Rabbit asking the real questions of Spider. Are these people friends? Yeah, Jade Fox, for real. This game is just like, it's, I think that's actually part of the point. Like, I know a lot of people talk about this game, like, yes, it's a really cool platformer, but actually, like, the story in the game is deeply emotionally, like, meaningful. So I think there's going to be, like, a series of things that we unpack. It's like the mountain is like a metaphor for, like, existence, right? It's like we're all carrying around this baggage, and we all have our own Celeste mountain that we gotta go climb, right? That's just the way that it works. Or something, I don't know. Maybe it's just a fun video game. What made you want to try photography? My grandpa was really into it. Apparently he was semi-famous in the photography world. I don't know if I'll ever be that good at it, but it's nice to feel close to him. How much more dialogue is there? Listen, fellow explorer, I like you. But I do have some other things I want to do. Yeah, I would want to... Spider, you're kind of making me realize, too, that I set that game down and I do want to go back to it. There's apparently way more there than I ever thought. Like the end game stuff. There's like 112% run or something. Hollow Knight? Yeah. There's just a lot going on there. I have it on my Switch, actually. That is where I was playing it. With the Pro Controller, felt pretty good. 112%. Got it in one. Yes. So you're determined to climb the entire mountain. It started with 100%, then the DLCs were like, now it's 106. Now it's 112. I told myself I would. I'm done breaking promises to myself. Paul, I'm really surprised to see that, actually. So I'd start a new file. Was it free or something on the PS4? That's really surprising, given your feelings about the PlayStation as a platform. Yeah, it was like 3 years ago. It was that long ago. Life goals, I dig it. I doubt I'll make it to the top like you, but I'm not ready to turn back just yet. How much more talking is there? Can I exhaust his dialogue options? I mean, eventually they gotta quit writing dialogue for this guy, right? Are you getting any data up here? I don't have a smartphone. Madeline, I don't even know how to respond to that. Are you a traveler from another dimension? Okay, I think we finally exhausted his dialogue. So we can go this way or that way. I also I just noticed too how when you use your dash and your dash is exhausted, your character model changes hair color as a visual indicator of, hey, you don't have any more dashes. Okay, so there's just probably nothing that direction. I just want to make sure that there's nothing else left over this way that we need to get. Hey, we did it. Look at that. First try. Okay, yeah, there's nothing else here. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wait, there's something right there. Never mind. Many more things here. What was... Huh? If you need to get more vertical height, it looks like the diagonal dash is not the way to do it. Burnsy, not a climber. Nope, nope. You are correct. Yeah, it's all about finding the right game. That's why, Spider, I got back to the original mission statement of the stream, because it's like, otherwise it's way too easy to overthink what to stream, and I was like, I already have a podcast where I'm playing video games. So why don't I just play those video games for the podcast? Can I, oh, is this a jump pad? There's a dusty old book. That sentence doesn't make any sense. There's a dusty old book open the table? Shouldn't that be like, open on the table? I can read. Gotta go, have a great day all. Hey, thanks Jade Fox. Hope you have a great day too. Thanks for dropping by and hanging out for a little bit. I hope you have a fantastic day. It's Burnsy's bad at video games. Yeah, that needs to be reading. Climb buttons don't work for bad gamers. It's true. It's true. Synapse, how you doing? Happy Wednesday to the hump day. Which, after the stream today, by the way, I'm not sure if Murph is still here hanging out in chat, but Murph was going to spin up a music stream today, probably right after I'm done here today. So I think we're going to raid into Murph when the stream starts. I don't know, Murph, if you want to give me a heads up of when that is. I was planning to stream roughly until about 9, maybe a little after. So as soon as Murph gets going, we'll raid right into there. Whenever you're done. Okay, I'll give you a heads up. There's a dusty old book open on the table. A poem is written on the faded page. An apparition not of this world, but because of it, lurking out of frame. Awake, my heart is a fortress. In dreams, I am vulnerable. Oh, God. Oh, my God, Synapse. Wow. Do you have a real Bill Murray moment where you're just like, oh, my God, it's happening. I forgot it's Groundhog's Day. It's time to ask a small rodent to perform meteorological functions for some reason. Why did that ever become a tradition? Why did we pull a scared animal out of his little cozy hole and then just be like, what's the weather gonna be like, little fella? Dudes as accurate as the weather people might as well. It's true. Meteorological science is a tough gig. I do know a few different meteorologists though, so I have a lot of I've got a lot of sympathy for them because, you know, computer models and predicting things and what have you, you know, it's like predicting something as volatile as the weather is pretty gnarly ask. Okay. There's just a lot of these here for no reason. Okay, here's my thought. Oh my God, rabbit. Oh God. You're so right. What was I doing? What was I doing? I'm just like, well, I guess I can't get up there. Oh man, classic. It's impossible. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. Thanks, Spider. Thank you. You're a good friend. That's it. I was just experimenting. No big deal. It's Burnsy's good at video games. He's learning. Okay, but it does say in dreams. So, here's my question. Do we go back to that campfire? Because this just says, awake, my heart is a fortress. In dreams, I am vulnerable. So, we're awake right now. My guess is we gotta go back. We gotta go back and sleep. Can we sleep? Can we camp here? Hello? Oh, B also dashes? When has that been a thing? Okay. Well, we're gonna go this way for now. We're gonna blindly stumble through this until we happen upon the truth. There's gotta be another way to sleep. Okay. He's... Oh, we can't dash. Okay. No dashy. Oh boy. Okay. Well, that's gonna come back. All right. This is just straight platforming. So this is bounce pad, crumbly block, bounce pad, crumbly block, crumbly block. Can we make it there with just a regular jump? We're gonna find out. Well, we can't if we go on the spikes. Okay. There, did you see I grabbed onto the wall? I am learning. I'm figuring it out. I'm not afraid anymore. This last one's gonna be really tough. How do we do the last one? Can you dash into it? I wonder if you can dash into it. I wonder if you've got a window of time. Yeah! Okay, there we go. Sweet. Thank you, Rabbit. It's He's good at video games. We got the strawberry. We're moving on. Greener pastures. Oh, wait. I'm pretty sure I just need to find a place to sleep. Gonna call you on the telephone. Alright, what's gonna happen here again? We're gonna get gaslit by our friendo? Hello? Hey, Mom. Madeline, what a nice surprise. How's your trip? It's okay, I'm just kind of overwhelmed. Oh no, are you having another panic attack? Focus on your breathing, honey, I'm here. What's going on? I'm climbing a mountain. When I sleep, a ghost visage of myself haunts me. Okay, that's chapter 2. Chapter 2, baby. Just like that. How many chapters are there in the game? So many strawberries. Out of 18. Okay, well that's better than we did last time. Also, what are these? Hang on. Oh, deaths. Okay, we had 52 deaths. All right. 36 on the first one. Main game is like 9? Oh, really? I did not realize that. Well, we're proceeding apace then. Look at us go. You know, there's a creepy hotel on a snowy mountain. Nothing bad can possibly happen here, right? Just some probably abandoned hotel in the middle of a blizzard on a very isolated mountain. No murders here. Everything's gonna be just fine, I think. Also, do I get more gear later? Every time I start, it says like climb. I wonder if eventually there's another mode. Be proud of your death count. The more you die, the more you're learning. Keep going. Aw, thanks. Whoever's writing these postcards is a real nice friend. Unlike that first phone call we took. What? What? Okay, I'm just imagining if I touch the red shadow goop, I'm gonna have a big problem. So we're gonna avoid it. At all costs. I thought I could go down there. I cannot go down there. Okay. There's no light coming from there. I should have known. Well, there's one. There's one right to our death count. Oh! Okay, now how do we get that strawberry? I think we gotta do one of these. Yeah, be proud of each death, etc. You know, maybe not be proud of that one. Oh no. Okay, so what I gotta be confident on that one. What we gotta do is, no, not this. What we gotta do is keep our dash, and then right as we pick up the strawberry, dash back up to the button, I think. That feels like maybe a little bit too tight of a window there. Oh yeah. Or we also climb. I don't know why I keep forgetting that. I think it's, honestly, I think it's conditioning from every other platformer in existence where you just can't hang on to walls. I cannot wait for us to talk about this game on the podcast so Paul can vigorously roast my inability to remember that I could climb. Because it just will not stay in my brain as a solution. I'm like, oh, I can just wall jump, dash here, then do this, and then what the hell do I do here? I've got to come in from above, it looks like. Okay, so we climb, right? Apparently not. I remembered I could climb. I remembered. This strawberry might have to wait. This one might have to wait. Because I've tried nothing, and I'm like all out of ideas. Oh my god, you're right. Climb literally even in the stream title. Captain Burns is jumping the mountain. Why is he jumping the mountain? To hug the mountain. There's a key. There's a key and a door that has a lock on it. Hello. Okay. There's also a strawberry up here. Hello, strawberry. It's because what happened, Synapse, was I typed that this morning, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll climb. And then I started playing a jumpy game, and the jumpy game is like, hey buddy, how about you jump? And I'm like, sounds good. Jumping and climbing are in different games. And then that's that. Please ring for service. What the shit? Hello? Oh no. Welcome. May I help you? Are you a ghost? A ghost? Don't be silly. I'm the concierge of this fine establishment. Welcome to the world-renowned Celestial Resort Hotel. Mr. Oshiro at your service. 2 guests in 1 day. Business is finally picking up. How long will you be staying with us? Oh, I'm just passing through. I'm climbing the mountain. I'm jumping the mountain. Do you have a back exit? A back exit? Just passing through? This will not do. Oh man, you can check. This is definitely Hotel California, right on the top of the mountain. You can check in anytime you like, but you can never leave. What is that emote? I can't even hover over it. Is that just like a regular emote? What is that? You know I can still hear you, right? In any case, our rear service door is reserved for hotel staff only. However, our top floor presidential suite features a world-class view of the peak. Yes, you'll be quite comfortable up there. Maybe I could get on the roof from there and climb down the back? The presidential suite. Marvelous, marvelous idea, Oshiro. What is your name for our records? I'm Madeline, but again, I'm really not interested in staying. Right this way, Miss Madeline. Yeah, this is fine. All this seems very, very fine. It appears to be a very old and dusty guest book. Many of the pages are damaged or missing. The comments, however, are glowing. We'll never forget our time here. We'll never forget. I've never felt more at peace, thank you. Oh, come on. 100% ghosts. If Dandolph was here, he'd be kicking down the door already with a proton pack, ready to bust these ghosts. Very clearly ghosts in this ghost hotel. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, jumping into that was a bad idea. Remember, with each death, you're learning stuff, I guess. Okay, now, that bookcase, there's just a floating collection of books there that I can jump on, I think. You put a strawberry there. I have to try to get it. I have to try to get this strawberry. Just nothing but books and dirty clothes. Okay, that is exactly where I should have climbed and not tried to dash off of. Okay, got it. That's a climb situation. Just climb. Okay, we did the right thing, but then we didn't grab onto the ledge. So we're doing it. Hey, look at that. Time to brag to all my friends that I got that strawberry. Oh my god. Rabbit, I hope you're proud of me. Just like, I just picture Rabbit silently in the background, you know, just like watching, and then when I remembered to climb, Rabbit's just like, You know, just like it's like the sensei who has finally gotten through to the student who's just too dense to remember a basic move in the video game. Yep, my work here is done. Yep, Rabbit, I want to thank you for being patient with me through this learning process. You know, other people would have remembered a move that the game told you in literally the first 90 seconds pretty much right away. But, you know, we all learn at our own pace. Oh, man. Don't be concerned with how fast the learning is taking place. Just be happy that the learning is happening, is what I said to make myself feel better. There we go, platforming. Okay, we got to drop down and then mid-air dash, maybe? I mean, that's not even that complicated. Gotta head to work, might be back later. Have a good day, everybody. Hey, Spider. See ya. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Yoink. Hey, first try. That platform drops down. Then where do we go? Oh, let's find out. That goes into the sauce, maybe? Oh, that'll just, okay. That'll just keep going down. Okay. Fair enough. There's like literally nothing to grab onto. Okay, you can, I thought you couldn't hang onto these walls at all. You just can't hang onto them for long. Okay. Okay, I thought the spooky tentacle walls were going to insta-gib. Please follow me closely, Miss Madeline. The elevator is just down the hall. You always perfect wall jumps. So, you know, worm walls are fine. Yeah, exactly. This is supposed to be scary. Welcome back from your lurk, Paul. The old unlurk. Is it really open for business? Of course we're open. The Celestial Resort Hotel would never close during prime tourism season. Rough shape? What did she mean by that? Oh, please allow me to carry your luggage. My bag? No thanks, I'll keep it. Very well. What a peculiar guest. Okay, more worm walls. Yeah, Mr. Oshiro is something else. Okay, how long does it take the little growthy growth to go away? Do we have to clear the screen? Yeah, probably. Okay. I think we're supposed to wall grab over here before we do the thing, but yeah. Probably also... Do I have to use the dash? Oh yeah, because then I have to grab the recharge dash there. Okay. Really wish that guy wasn't moving as fast as he is, but, you know, what can you do? Ah, no! Okay, should've grabbed, should've grabbed, should've grabbed, should've grabbed. Didn't grab, should've grabbed. That was our biggest mistake. Well, except for all the other mistakes that we made, which those were probably also our biggest mistake. Ah, no! It's just... Rabbit, every time you type it like that, it's just like... it's like a whisper in my ear where it's like, learning. Paul, I don't know if you saw while we were lurking, but Rabbit finally got me to remember that you can hang on to walls and climb. We're only 3 levels into a video game, learning a skill that the video game taught us in the first, I don't know, 90 seconds, probably? This is why I said you're going to need to understand that you could climb. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we only tried like 10 to 15 times. No big deal. Okay, we did it. Game objective, climb the mountain. Streamer, I think I can jump this. Oh, man. Okay, it feels like we go down. So we hang onto the wall. It feels like we drop down, and then we go over. Then we come back and up and around. Thoughts? Yeah? Do we get a thing later where you can just like annihilate this goop. I would really love to de-goopify this stuff here. But yeah, anyway, this game is about climbing, and as it turns out, climb is an important move. Yeah, that is forever goop. Okay. Yeah, if we want that strawberry. Can we go over? We can go over, as it turns out. Over is an option. Okay. But I gotta be better about not running into the goop. Oh god! We were that close! I just dashed in the wrong direction! It was that close. Well, I dashed because I was gonna try to get the strawberry. I guess I didn't really... Why did I dash? Because, Paul, I'm not a smart man, as it turns out. You've known me for a while. You're aware of this. Why did you dash? Because I'm impulsive and reckless, and in this case, incorrect. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, there we go. We got it. First try. Look at that. First try. Can you believe we got this many strawberries? First try. It's incredible. I would not have believed it. Would not have believed it. I'm really missing the classic video game down A move here. That would be pretty classic. Be pretty clutch right there, just saying. Not saying, just saying. That's not gonna do it. We got a dash there. Oh lord, that, okay. Alright, so once we go, we gotta commit. Not like that, not like this. Not like this either. The platform starts sinking and I'm immediately like, I gotta jump. Now how do we get this, okay. I gotta think about this strawberry for a second. Come along with me on a journey where we think about this strawberry for a second. So what we do is we jump, we gotta dash, basically dash, jump, sink, dash, jump, sink, dash, jump. Get to the third platform, save the dash, jump down in to get the strawberry, then come back on platform 2? Then get out? Is that what we do? You know, Paul, has our good friend Abe Lincoln played this game? I feel like Abe Lincoln would enjoy this game. Probably also be very good at it, considering the amounts of Kaizo Mario that Abe Lincoln plays. Look at that! Hey, we got the strawberry. We did it. Okay, there's a little hole in the wall up there. This game would probably be, yeah, that's a good point, Pudini, actually. You'd be like, oh, what a filthy casual game. Okay, we need a dash. We need to keep a dash. So let's remember to keep a dash. Look, there's a little chair here that, Oh no, but we can't go back there. I bet if we dash to get the strawberry and then we fall down correctly, we can probably path our way to the chair? Where the chair is? Let's try that. Not the spikes though. It is on his list, okay. Because I think there have even been SMW Kaizo hacks that are like inspired by this. Oh no, we don't have a dash, I forgot. Which he might have even played. That would be kind of funny if he played the Kaizo hack before playing the actual, if he played the Super Mario World Kaizo hack inspired Celeste game before actually playing Celeste. Oh, the Celeste hack just came out. Okay, I thought I saw it making the rounds. I might have even seen Abe Lincoln play it. He has played Celeste.smc though. Amazing SMW ROM hack. Pretty accurate remake of this game in the SMW engine. Wow. So that's the game that I need to play because there's no climbing, right? Or did they patch in some kind of climbing? I don't know if you watched it, Paul, but that would be interesting. Because like wall hanging is so much a part of the game, I would be curious if they like... It's probably like all shell jumps is what I would guess. It's just like, you know what? Now those are all shell jumps. There's climbing and dashing. Wow. Climbing in SMW? It's very non-vanilla. Okay. I guess. Oh, man. I could have been past this room 20 minutes ago, but we're going for this strawberry because it's there. This strawberry, it tasks me. It tasks me, and I shall have it. The creator basically built a new game engine in the game engine. Man, the people who hack SMW are just like crazy smart people. I'm constantly amazed at like what they come up with. Oh, we were so close. We were there. Didn't get enough heights. I might be doing this wrong. I don't think I'm doing it wrong, but I might be doing this wrong. Guy's literally a first year in college. That makes a lot of sense, actually, because did most of the work on it back in high school. Think of it, yeah, because that is the period of time in your life where you're like, all you have is ambition, and like, you literally don't have the experience to tell you like how much work it's gonna be, so you just do it, you know, right? Orson Welles, actually, when Orson Welles made Citizen Kane, Orson Welles talked about that. I just watched a video where Orson Welles was talking about like the making of Citizen Kane, and he basically said like the reason he made it when he was 26 was because he just picked up filmmaking and people told him like how to do stuff, and he was like, I was just ignorance. Like I just didn't know what I didn't know, and I didn't know things that could and couldn't be done, so I just did it, you know, right? I saw an interview with him the other day. Pandemic Project makes a lot of sense too. Oh, see you later, KV. Thanks for hanging out. It was good to see you. Have a great stream. Stay warm today. Yes. Yeah. Thanks, KV. Take care, man. My school went online and I had a lot more free time to do cool stuff. Yep. Oh, no. Okay. You know what? I think here's what I'm going to do. Because... Okay, follow along with me on this one. Because we go across, dash across with the strawberry, and where we naturally fall is the other side of this first wall, I'm going to try to dash over there because I don't need to preserve the dash, right? I can just use it. And then that way we have a safe zone. We've built a little safe zone for ourselves. Is that the strat? It feels like maybe that's the strat. Also, I didn't have a dash because I was dumb. And I used it when I shouldn't have used it here. Okay. So we use it here. We don't use it here. Then we hang on here. Look at that. Video games. Although now, did I just trap myself in here? Is this an intentional death type territory? We can still save this though, right? We can just do this? Yeah. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. You gotta see the plan in your mind, and then you gotta talk it out. Thank you for the GG Rabbit, appreciate it. All right, cool. Oh Lord, it just put me on it. Okay, all I did was step forward, and suddenly I was gaming. I was gonna try to take this slow, and then the game was like, "You're video gaming now." Okay. You know what, Murph? I think I'm getting close. If you want to start firing up, I will probably be winding down here in the next few minutes. If you want to get going, and then we'll raid into you here in a bit. If you're seeing this, fire up the old BRB music. Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! We're just gonna keep bouncing forever. I did that panicking the entire time. That was just terror. Also, I didn't have a plan there. What the hell was my plan? First try. Thanks, Rabbit. Yeah, that was... See, my secret weapon in these games is to not really overthink it. It's just to panic. Did you hear the whole time? I was like, oh God, oh God, oh God. Just keep bouncing. The answer, as always, is to just keep bouncing. Hey, there we go. Okay. All right, there's our key. We missed a strawberry over that way, but it's fine. Oh, why did I dash headlong into the thing? That's why I think I would get a kick out of watching more people like stream this, because I feel like that's with any like really like tough platforming style like challenge game, it's always pretty fascinating to see like people struggle on things like climbing that were easy for some, and then to just see like, oh no, they're actually really struggling on some other stuff. Oh hey, thanks Fio. I feel like I'm playing semi-competently. I'm really having a good... Like, this game is fantastic. I have no idea why I didn't play this game before. Other than just, like, I know there's so many, like, really good games out there. It's just, you know, trying to prioritize, like, what order to play them in. And sometimes you just need a friend like Paul to say, you're playing Celeste. And I'll be like, oh, okay, I'm playing Celeste. Here we go. Okay, cool. Miss Madeline, I really must implore you to keep up. I'm running a world-class establishment here. I don't have time to wait around for meandering guests. You really don't have to wait for me. I'm just looking for a way through this place. Oh, Shiro, you idiot. The customer is always right. Business is finally picking up and you lose your temper. Oh, of course, Miss Madeline. My sincere apologies. I was out of line. Please feel free to explore at your leisure. Man, this room. Yeah, this is a good one. Yet another example of what the podcast was meant to do. Which, by the way, I streamed Minute about a week and a half ago. Our episode of Missing Save File on Minute is available wherever you get your podcasts. If you look for Missing Save File. Plug. Okay. I feel like if I dash into this thing, yeah, that's just not possible. Does the pod? Oh my God, Fio, that's brilliant. What if we had recorded the podcast in 60-second increments and then just stitched them all together? Oh, that could have been an art piece. No, we just talked about it. But now I like that idea way more. Paul, you want to redo our podcast on Minute? So we reset it every 60 seconds? Redo. Free redo. Ah, this clutter is out of control. When did this happen? I don't even know where to begin. Mr. Oshiro, do you run this whole place by yourself? You're right, Miss Madeline. I'll never sort this mess out alone. It's hopeless. Uh-oh, this feels like a boss fight. Are we suddenly having a boss fight? That's not what I meant. Just breathe, Mr. Oshiro, breathe. It's just a little spring cleaning. Well, more than a little. But I can help. You're too kind, but I wouldn't even bother. It's a lost cause. Okay, I think that is a good place to leave it. I'm actually going to just leave the game suspended, so the next time I stream, it'll just be like right here. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to stream again tomorrow morning. I've been really enjoying the morning stream starting at 7 o'clock, but I do probably got to get going here. But good news is Murph is streaming, I believe, right? So we're going to go right into our good friend, the mighty Murphicles. Let's go double check, make sure that Murph is on. So Murph had a Here's what we're going to do. When we raid into Murph, we're going to do spinning that BRB music as we speak. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Rabbit. It was super fun. We're going to raid into Murph with Halo 5 win raid. If you have a good at Halo emote from Murph's channel, feel free to use that. So there we go. We're going to raid into Murph. Yeah, thanks, Manly Fish Bro. Thanks, everybody who was hanging out today. Another really fun stream. We had a lot of good friendos here today. Let's see. Did we have... I always turn off my activity thing that tells me what happened way too early because I'm very good at content creation. We had so many It's Burnsy's good at video games. We had a new follow from our friend Zhao. Paul Played Some Games was here. We had Fio here. We had Rabbit here. We had Murph here. We had Manly Fish Bro here. Spider dropped by. KV was here. Lots and lots of friends. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. All right, we're going to raid into Murph. Probably stream some Celeste tonight, FYI, now that you've started it. Nice. So check out Paul tonight, streaming some Celeste. Let's shout out Paul Plays Some Games. There we go. Okay, let's go raid Murph. Have a great day. Thanks for hanging out. Catch you guys later. See you tomorrow morning.